after you direct the biggest film of all time, chances are that when you step away from the studio is going to want you back. Well, as it turns out, the Russo brothers, Joe and Anthony, are exactly in that position. So originally, when the Russo brothers were announced to direct Captain America the Winter Soldier, the internet had a giant meltdown because they were comedy directors. They were going to be the end of the MCU. Then you fast forward like 6 years and oh boy was literally everybody that wrote one of those articles or rant videos wrong. Well, recently the Russo brothers were part of an interview. You guys can of course find stuff down below. And they said that despite leaving Marvel Studios and not wanting to do comic book movies for a little bit, they want to go do their own thing. They have in fact kept up, still hang out, talk, and discuss Marvel Studios in the future with Marvel Studios, Kevin Feige, and everybody involved. Now, obviously, the big one here is why, right? Everybody wants to know why, and isn't it obvious? These guys pulled in back-to-back 2 films that made over $2 billion. 2 of the biggest films of all time. Again, that's insane. They were able to take so many elements along with the writers and make them work that it's kind of honestly shocking when you look at how far, they had to reach into different facets of the MCU and pull those elements and characters and stories and make them all converge into these films coherently and pull it all off with so many characters on the screen. So again, yeah, you want that because there's other directors out there that can barely juggle 2 characters on the screen, right? Superhero or not. These guys were able to do what many people thought was going to be rather impossible. So of course, they're going to want to talk to them, probably pitch them ideas, bounce ideas off their head and see what they can come up with. And obviously, if you look at Joe and Anthony Russo, they've expressed so much interest in returning to the MCU, whether it was solo, whether it was together. And, they directly even said themselves, oh, when Secret Wars happens, we're your guys. We're going to do Secret Wars. And many people just kind of shrug that off going, oh, those guys are funny. Secret Wars. It's like, no, I'm pretty sure they're actually telling us that they're going to do Secret Wars. So, why would they lie? Where's the point in that? Why would Kevin Feige be like, yeah, the Russo brothers, Secret Wars, yeah, they're going to do it. Again, when have they ever, done that even jokingly? No, I think they actually confirmed it. They're just waiting for it. It's really not going to surprise me in a couple years when they announce the entire next 10 years of films. And they're like, oh, Secret Wars is coming, and look at all these interconnected pieces and what's coming, and oh, you're going to want to be here for this. And again, the Russo brothers make sense from so many different standpoints on why you bring them back that it's kind of like, yeah, you just do. There's no and if or but about it. You bring one back to do a solo movie, and you bring another one back to do another solo movie. You bring it back together to do the Avengers, and, you got pretty much guaranteed gold. And I think the fans would accept it. I mean, I'm hard-pressed to find people that hate the way that they directed their MCU films. I know a couple. I have a few personal friends who absolutely hate them. But, hey, it's, you can't have everybody be your fan, so whatever.